I do want to circle back too about you talked about D&D a little, and I think that playing D&D is potentially a very underused tool for writers.
Mm.
I used to what I've done in the past. I have four brothers, so we'll
Mhm.
get together and sometimes play D&D, which can be a little raucous, but it's fun.
Mhm.
But what I've done a lot of that is I take characters from my book and use them, and I'll use it to not so much figure out the story because maybe what we're playing is different, but
Mm.
I'll use it for maybe learning more about who the character is, like their
Mm.
personality, how they would react in certain scenes, and like I take those notes. So I think D&D is a very underused tool in
Mhm.
writing, but also in outlining character development. Like I think it's also you could take a campaign that you play with
Mhm.
friends that like maybe you don't take one that's obviously pre-written or whatever, but just do one that you make up yourself,
Yeah.
but use how that game unfolds as part of your plotting too.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. Because I think the joy of playing D&D is going into it as the character and not having any idea what's going to happen and just going with whatever comes up. So you
Hmm.
can probably get some really random scenarios that maybe wouldn't translate well to a story, but also some really interesting ones because you've got all the different personalities of people coming in as well. Yeah, I
Hmm.
think it's a really helpful tool. And I haven't played it for a few years now since like the pandemic kind of shut us all down and we ended up going online and then it just wasn't the same and I since moved away. So, I haven't played it for a few years now, but it's something that I do want to go back to because yeah, I agree. It's a different type of storytelling, isn't it? Especially when
Hmm.
you're kind of waiting to see what's going to unfold as one of the characters.
Hmm. It's a good way to 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 learn to keep your character personality consistent because you
Mm,
never quite know who you're playing with. They
yeah.
may do something totally random, and then you like you if you want try to keep that. It's a good exercise for that, of like how
Mm.
would my character actually respond to this.